Hello there, you wonderful person. I'm Gareth Mason. It is January 3rd, 2026. It's exactly 6:56 p.m. And yeah, let's keep this on. Yes, kind of a stressful afternoon today. Ellen and I, we were at the hospital just now. She's been having some, some small problems like pressure, blood pressure, and some problems with her stomach. She felt a sharp pain on her stomach last night, and bathroom problems as well. And then I remember this doctor. She told us, hey, whatever, like on the hospital that we're in, whatever happens, you can come back, because remember at the beginning of the pregnancy, Ellen had some problems with some blood, and and she said, oh, because of this, like whatever happens, come back. So that's what we thought, because we have two kinds of health atendimento, how do you say? We have two kinds of hospitals, There's like an ER, which is like this hospital, the one that we have, and then the other one that is, I guess it's more for most people. We have three. I don't know. It's just two kinds, And this one, I guess there needs to be a more serious problem for you to go. But because of Ellen's pregnancy, the problems at the beginning, we figured, this is where we go. We get there. We tell the receptionist the problems. All the problems were not big enough. Most of them were not big enough for us to warrant a visit to the hospital, except for the blood pressure. The blood pressure being very low. It was 11/4, according to the the electronic thing, or blood pressure measurer. 11/4. It's kind of low, right? I don't know, this kind of stuff. Like I hear that it's low. So we go to the hospital, and we don't wait long. Like they tell us, oh, the doctor is just starting with a C-section, and then we get there at the back, and there's like 3 other pregnant ladies ahead of us. But it was going kind of fast. Like, we've been there before. We've been there where we had to wait for us to be, we've been to the hospital before, and it takes a lot longer than that. And it was going really fast. When the doctor calls us, before that, Ellen says, as she is taking in one of the pregnant ladies, she says, I don't like him. I don't like his aura. And Ellen is very sensitive to this kind of stuff, like energy-wise, like her dreams. I had a vlog where I talked about her dreams and how crazy accurate they are. So she's very sensitive to energies and stuff like that. But there was nothing we could do. When he called her name, we went in, and summarizing, he was very condescending. He didn't even want to take a look at her previous exams that show the problem with the pressure, you know, blood pressure on the uterus and placenta, and pretty much he said, like, you know, in other words, but he said, like, your problem is not big enough to be here. You gotta go investigate this on your own. And that was very frustrating. Very frustrating. That got me very angry. That got Ellen extremely angry. And it was a moment that Ellen just, you know, she lost it, and we stormed out. She said something along the lines of, if anything happens to me, it's your fault. And it's true. It's true. Yeah. Disgusting little man. So that was very frustrating. But, you know, Ellen is fine. Fine now. She's got the nausea and stuff, but hey, the other doctor, the good doctor, told us, hey, whatever happens, because of this bleeding, you come back here. That's what we did. And that we were told that. But, you know, I have a theory, because the guy that was taking, you know, triage, right? So we see the nurses, they take the pressure, the blood pressure, temperature, and ask questions and everything. The guy said, oh no, the lady, it was two nurses. One of them said, oh, the doctor just went in with a C-sec. So my thinking is, he's a, I don't know how to say plantão in English, but he's the doctor that is covering for the real doctor. And that's not really, and apparently there's something like a ID number that you can look the doctor up, and Alan is doing that as we speak. We're going to make a complaint, of course, because there are laws that he broke there, but there's one of the things, it's on the wall, like the patient's rights and what we have to be careful with, and what the doctors have to be careful with as well. And the very beginning is, the patient has a right to being treated humanely, and being treated and not have any kind of prejudice. And there was some prejudice over there. I'm not gonna go into details because they don't matter right now. But anyways, so that was a hell of an afternoon. not a very good one, but hey, it's a beautiful day. We went to the park. The hospital is right in front of the park. So went to the supermarket as well. To a nice supermarket to walk on. And yeah, at least there's that. Anyways, so I would like to do a longer vlog here. You know, I got the camera here all set up. It's a nice sunset behind me, and yeah. So last time I updated you, oh yeah, I was putting the clothes to hang, to dry. After that, yesterday, Ellen, we started watching the Pitt. The Pitt. It's a medical drama series, and you know, I've heard about it. I've heard that it's really good on the software, the streaming software. It says that it was like 8.9 maybe. It was a very high grade. You know, I am GB, I am GD, I am DG, I am Yeah, the website that grades series and movies and stuff. Still got a couple of, still got like half an hour of sunscreen of sunlight. I was really good. Something that it was interesting to me was when I opened, I could see all of the episodes. The streaming software that I'm using is Streamio. It's a pirate software. Pirate software. That reminds me of Thor. I wonder what he's up to. Anyways, probably hasn't acknowledged any mistake or anything, any wrongdoing. Anyways, it's yeah, I'm pirating movies and series. Yeah, that's right. First of all, things are expensive, and all of the different streaming softwares, I'm not gonna pay for each one of them. Come on. Anyways, so it's a better experience also to use it. Whenever you find a thing, you know, sometimes it's not enough people online that has the content. But anyways, I opened I could see all the names of the episodes, and each of the episodes has the name, a time. So like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and that was like, I don't know, 12 episodes or so. And it was like, I kind of jokingly said, each episode, like the whole season is one day. And we watched the first two, like the first episode and then half of the second one. I was very tired, and so we didn't continue. And apparently it is, like the whole season is a full day. And that's very interesting. Like I really enjoyed it. Alan as well. It was a great, it looks very realistic. And it's got some mysteries that it's cool. I'm enjoying it, and I'm excited to watching it after I'm done vlogging with Ellen. Watching it with Ellen. So that's what we did last night. And then, this morning. So I woke up at 8:30. Kind of late for my standards, right? Yes, indeed. Kinda late. I guess I was a little late on my sleep. I woke up and I noticed that the TV was off, and Gustavo has been sleeping in the living room, and most of the times he forgets to turn off the TV, and he just sleeps with it on. And I noticed that it was off, and I was like, that's nice, he remembered. And then I went to the bathroom, or I was gonna do something, and I noticed there was no electricity. And that was a little concerning, and so I go out of the apartment into the corridor and to see if it's just an us problem or it's the building problem. But there was electricity in the building, so that's an us problem. See the power box in our inside, like the inside the okay, let's change the angle. Let's change the angle a little bit. I feel a little bit underlit. Yeah, that looks good, right? Yeah, that looks good. Is that secure enough? It looks secure enough. I should not have looked straight into the sun. Okay, yeah, I noticed no electricity, and in fact, we haven't forgotten to pay the electricity. There's no way. So I took a look at my bank app, and I noticed that all of them were paid except for one. But I remember paying that one. I guess I must have paid with money or something. But there's like, okay, maybe there's one from October that we haven't paid. So I woke Helen up because she has the electricity app installed in her cell phone, and she took a look. There was no problem with it. So I got in touch with the superintendent, the ones that take care of the one that takes care of the condominium. You may remember that we've had some friction with her in the past. She treated Ellen poorly, and then I sent her a message, kind of being rude to her because she was rude to Ellen. I don't remember if I told you in the vlog. I think I did. It's been a while. I apologize for my tone, because that was gnawing at me, and she accepted very well. And me, I haven't apologized. I think made it so that she treats us better, treats me better at least. So it was very fast. Like, I sent her a message and she answered very fast, and Zilla, my goodness, my English today is not feeling good. You know what? You gotta wait a little bit because I gotta translate something over here. Zealadur. That is the caretaker or the janitor, custodian. Yeah, I think the custodian. The custodian was gonna take a look at the outside, the main power box, and sure enough, there was a problem. It was off. Apparently, it was off because sunlight hits the boxes, the power boxes from our building in the morning, straight up, and because there's too much heat, it turns off some of the boxes. So that was a load off my mind. I was very concerned that I had forgotten to pay a bill, and you know how I am with money, right? I get pretty concerned with money. So yeah, that made me feel better. So he turned it on. I went upstairs, played a little Fallout 4. Yeah, I'm taking a break of Fallout New Vegas. You know, I've been playing it way too much, and just playing Fallout 4 survival difficulty. Focus without listening to anything else, reading through the terminals, talking to the NPCs, and immersing myself into the world. It's been fun, man. It's been a lot of fun. Ellen asked me to wake her up at 10 a.m. today, and I kind of forgot. I looked at when I remembered, it was already 10:30. So, and because of all the problems with the electricity, I didn't really have that much time to play. Also, I'm a little dark here, aren't I? So how about we make it a little brighter? There we go. Yeah. So I didn't have that much time to play Fallout 4 today, and I really wanted to play more. So back at having this feeling. I love when I have this feeling. When I have the feeling that, man, I wish I could play a little bit more of this game. It's the best feeling, man. It's the best. Because whenever you do sit down to play the game, it's just, it's bliss. It's bliss. It's wonderful. Yeah. So I went to the bedroom to wake Ellen up, but she was already up. That time that I woke her up to ask her about the electricity, she was already up, and she couldn't. No, I woke her up. She couldn't sleep anymore after that. It's unfortunate for her. She says she wants to get used to waking up a little bit earlier. So, in that sense, it's good. Yeah. So then we just had breakfast. Did we? Yeah, we had breakfast, and then it was a normal morning. After that, went to the. Yeah, we ate. Some problems with the pressure cooker. Yeah. You know, pressure cooker, is that okay? Yeah, you know, I'm not teaching these days. I'm just speaking and playing games, speaking. I don't feel that confident with my English. Panela de pressão. Panela de pressão. That is it's a pressure cooker. Okay, so I was correct. Just wanted to make sure. Some problems. It wouldn't get pressure. Like it was releasing the pressure from the emergency little hole. That's not supposed to happen. So eventually we tried it and tried it and tried again, and eventually worked. But because of that, the lunch was ready around 3 p.m. It was a very late lunch. Very late lunch. Well, I guess that explains why I'm not that hungry, and it's already, 7:18. Okay, and that was that. And then we all the hospital debacle and doctor, and went to the I already updated you from here on out. 22. Do I have anything else to talk about? No, really. I guess I can say that I started watching Casey Neistat again. I told you this on the 1st of January. I was looking for something to watch that was high energy, positive. It was not feeling very good. And Casey Neistat, that's the most high energy. Casey Neistat is my biggest inspiration for recording myself. I've always enjoyed recording, the act of recording into video. When I was a kid, every Christmas, it was recorded on a VHS tape, and I grew up watching those recordings, and it was so cool. I've always thought that was really, really cool. And I remember I was able to hook up my PlayStation 2 to the VHS apparatus, and recorded Silent Hill 3 playthrough, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule something. These are very dark clouds. I really hope it doesn't start raining on me right now. Starting to get a little bit too dark. Yeah. So I've always enjoyed the act of recording. But I guess I really started doing it. It was before Casey Neistat. Yeah. There's this video on this channel. If you go back, probably one of the first ones. I'm like on my old bedroom in my mother's house, and I'm like talking about black holes or something. I just wanted to speak English. I just want to record myself speaking English. That was a good, 10 years ago or so. Something like that. maybe even a little bit more. Because I remember that being close to the time where I enlisted to the military. Here in Brazil, you have to enlist, and then they can tell you if like you're gonna serve or not. I ended up not having to serve. But anyways, I'm talking about recording myself. Back when I discovered Casey Neistat, it was around 2017. That's when I got really into, oh man, this vlogging stuff. Recording yourself speaking, recording your life, that's really cool. And every time I start watching him, that's when I really shot videos. Now it doesn't show because of the daily vlog, so I kept the habit of doing this every day. Like a daily vlog, that is definitely a Casey Neistat inspiration. Yeah, it doesn't show whenever I start watching Casey again, because the number of videos, the frequency of videos is steady. But yeah, I definitely get a lot more, what's the word, inspired to record whenever I'm watching Casey Neistat. And yeah, that's it. It's funny. Alan just keeps saying how unattractive he is. And he's not known for being attractive, but I never paid attention to that. But she says he looks like a baby bird that fell from the nest. And she showed me a picture, and that kind of looks like Casey. Oh, poor Casey. Not fair, man. It's not fair, because the vlogs, the episodes that I'm watching now are from when, he just started Beam, and Francine is like 4 or 5 months old, so probably he's not sleeping at all. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, that's my future, isn't it? In like a few months. That's my future. Yeah, it's gonna be worth it. Liara. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Liara to be born. I'm playing Fallout 4, and there's a song that goes bum, Liara, bum, Liara, bum, Liara, bum, and that just reminds me of my daughter. That's gonna be her song. Cool. Anyways, I think that's all. A long vlog, just like I wanted to. There you go, you see? When you say things, when you say you want to do things, especially out loud, it makes it a lot more likely that you are gonna end up doing that thing. Isn't that true? I think that's true. Anyways, that's almost 30 minutes of speaking, and I didn't even talk about plans. That's because plans are not really a big part of my brain right now, so I guess plan is to, after I finish this, get back upstairs. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Yes. Get back upstairs. Have dinner, depending on how hungry Alan is, and then take a shower, or vice versa. And then watch the Pitt. Yes. And then tomorrow morning, I want to wake up early. I want to wake up at 6 a.m. so I have a nice stretch of Fallout 4 on survival difficulty. Yes. And then afternoon, I don't know. Don't really know. Let's see what we wish to do. But anyways, that's all for today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow to let you know what happened between now and then, and whatever is on my mind. Thanks everybody for watching. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.